Hey everybody, welcome back to Duke Nukem 3D Plug and Pray PS1 Special Edition. This is episode mission 3, I think? Yeah, I think it's 3. Or 4, I don't know. Either way, this mission is called Duke Royale. And, I'm Megaroth, by the way. I have Phataku here with me.
Hello, once again. And Duke Royale, we're assuming, is a reference to Ian Fleming's classic Casino Royale.
Yeah, it's Pulitzer Prize winning. I think it got Ian Fleming his job as head writer for BBC One.
This is true.
So it's a very pivotal novel that I think the level designer of Plug and Pray was just so taken aback that he felt like putting at least this starting area, which you may remember most from James Bond's interaction with Goldfinger, as a pivotal point in the novel and in the James Bond mythos.
Yes, and so influential was the author on the designer of this level that this whole thing's actually kind of a biographical homage to the author.
Well, I wouldn't say the entire level.
The entire level.
I, being possibly mentally challenged, would not say that the entire level, though my good compatriot feels the need to differ and be probably very accurate.
I just like to be contrary.
You're a contrarian. That's your religion. That's your choice.
You got to respect my my lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, when you join the military, you mark off the contrarian religion. Whenever they are going to bury you, they decide not to.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just kind of like whatever you say you want, you actually. It's kind of hard to keep straight because like it's really weird. Like I mean, if you like say you say yes sir, like if you're given an order, and you're like yes sir, what you actually mean is ma'am, no ma'am, and that's grounds for a promotion. No, that's actually what they call an ass beating is what you get for that.
Yeah, I think what they do is they tie you down to the bed in the night, and they say, we are now going to pummel you. Do you accept these charges? And it's just they roll some socks with bars of soap, and they just start beating you savagely.
Yeah, I think that's called a sock party.
I have heard that from seaman friends of mine, who shall remain nameless from fear of.
Well, lots of seamen. I mean, many times in your life you've just kind of been surrounded by seamen. So
I've met many face to face. I will say that much, and I've never turned down any. So take that how you will. I'm not discriminatory. But as we continue on through this pop culture-laden level, we are now in what I can only assume to be from the Broadway Tony Award-winning musical The Odd Couple, The Apartment of Tony Randall and the Dirty Guy. Now,
whatever his name was.
Yeah, Buster Keaton. Say that. I think that was his name.
Why not?
Sure. So actually, this particular little sub-area isn't really large because it's obviously an apartment in New York and you can only afford so much, but it is dangerous as there is an enforcer waiting in the bathroom. Some would say, that could be a very well laid out trap. I would say, who are you?
That just seems kind of racist, though, because honestly, I mean, we all know, enforcers, there's that stereotype that they're dirty and they're lazy, but they're actually quite hygienic, the ones I've known. And I find that being surprised at finding one in the bathroom seems just a little bit insensitive to me.
Well, I think what most people don't realize that being lizards, they're known to preen themselves a lot, be very lackadaisical, hate Mondays, eat lasagna. But, I mean, these are just common stereotypes with lizards in general. Some people are like, well, this lizard, likes to sit on a rock all day. And I'm like, well, that's not by choice. You're making it. So,
Well, I mean, and even if he does, I mean, he's just regulating his body temperature because he's cold blooded. He doesn't have mammalian warm blooded body temperature regulation like we do, and really, I mean, we should be thankful for that because otherwise, you know how much time we'd have to spend sunning ourselves on a hot rock? I mean, you'd never get anything done.
And I mean, there's people out there that don't appreciate the ability to give milk and to not lay eggs that will still sit on
Well,
rocks
I
all
give
day.
milk and lay eggs, but that's just me.
I eat eggs and milk every day, not from you, but from other sources.
Wait, what other sources?
I think this we probably need to keep personal matters behind closed doors, and
No, because
not in the realm of LPs.
Because if you've been seeing someone else, behind my back for your eggs and milk, I need to know.
Well, it's like that old saying, "Don't eat the steak if you have milk at home."
I don't understand.
Speaking of not understanding, this particular area that we've unlocked is a warehouse that many may remember from On the Waterfront, starring Marlon Brando, from his pivotal scene where he said, "Hey, I had a chance and then I fucked it up."
Yeah.
So it's just they didn't really focus a lot on the warehouses on the waterfront, just that things happen there. So I really think the level designer was looking past the fourth wall to really see the foreground.
And he just blew them up before you got a chance to see. But if you saw that corral of pig cops out there, right over here, it was a reference to Hannibal, which was the second of the Silence of the Lambs movies. Chronologically, it would be the latest in the series. But yeah.
I was trying to remember where Red Dragon was, or as it was formerly known, Manhunter, before it got changed to a less gay title.
And the guy who played the hero from that went on to play Gil Grissom in CSI.
David Caruso.
No.
Oh.
His name escapes me right now, but it's something forgettable. I guarantee it.
Good to know. On the topic of being forgettable, back to the level itself, we are now in the small shopping mall that some would remember from Spike Jonze' hit movie Be Kind, Rewind. They actually did a bit of remodeling for this level itself so that many wouldn't recognize it from its future release by replacing most of the video cassettes with guns and different food items, but this is actually what it's in reference to. So,
and I think we all remember the exploding basement from Be Kind, Rewind.
It ended up on the cutting room floor, but Jack Black had a very moving piece about understanding the roots of jazz, and Mos Def probably did some vaudevillian song and dance, not demeaning to his people, but more celebrating their ability to be made fun of. So, very moving film. If many of you have not seen it, I'd say just,
it's right up there with Schindler's List. We're not going to over-exaggerate.
Like, some may say that Edison, whenever he created moving pictures, was thinking about Mos Def in some horrid fever dream. And we can only assume that Mos Def had created time travel to harass Edison to make this vehicle for him to use in the future. But we can only postulate about these horrific nightmare scenarios in our wettest of dreams.
Now, this is true. Now, interesting little factoid about this area of the level. It actually wasn't supposed to be here originally, but one of the artists for the game came up with this really neat wood grain panel texture, and they just really didn't have a use for it up until, and they said, well, he spent so much time on it, let's squeeze that in. So if you'll notice that every single surface in this entire room is this one wood grain panel texture. And I just think that it really kind of adds some extra flavor and ambiance to the game.
Yeah, I mean, most would assume that, the forthcoming reign of these large Bed Bath & Beyond type stores that really, seeded the way for so many architectural nightmares was really shown here in Duke Nukem Plug and Pray, Duke Royale, magnificence. But yeah, this is, honestly, Duke Nukem 3D was a very big inspiration for a lot of atrocities through history.
Yeah, very forward-thinking in its crimes against humanity.
Yeah, and oddly enough, some would almost assume this bar was a reference to some other movie or book, like, Roadhouse or Roadhouse. But actually, this is just as Phataku said, this is just was put in at the last seconds because they realized that they had a very large empty square. They were thinking originally maybe a park for Marathon Man, but they felt that reference might be lost on some people that weren't literarily inclined. Like, people have read Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Right.
But it's doubtful that they would have read the political thriller that was Marathon Man.
This is true. Yeah, completely Swayze-free area. I'm glad you brought that up because I know some people might have been concerned. Given that he did recently, unfortunately, pass away to his battle with pancreatic cancer, and that some might think that this would be too soon to make a Patrick Swayze reference in a kind of comedic, kind of meta humor kind of way. And we just wanted to know that that's absolutely not what's going on here. Very, very Swayze-free area.
Yeah, I mean, when I found out that Patrick Swayze died, I obviously teared up a little bit, but I also I had fond memories of him from the hit movie Black Dog with Meatloaf.
Hold on. Someone's sliding a penny up my wall right now.
Oh. Well, actually, that's the end of the level. Bye.